All right, guys. So part 3 of this episode, we're just going to talk about the other teams. We've spent a lot of time on United and Spurs and Chelsea because I think they've done more interesting transfers, and also we're fans of the team. So Arsenal, guys, who wants to go about Arsenal? They got, obviously we all Ghanaians here, and they got Thomas Partey. He's our best player. Ghana's best player is going to Arsenal. We're all rivals of this Arsenal team, but who want to talk about Partey? I mean, I had Arsenal 5th. Does the Partey signing change anything for you guys, or is it just one of those that he's a nice player to have, but it's...
I mean, you want me to go?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay. Listen, Arsenal's main problem has been a good central midfielder, right? The Michael Essien type of player, the Kante type of player, and I see that in Partey, right? Arteta he's proven that he can be a great coach with the team that he has. If Partey could actually play like he plays at Madrid, I think that is a huge change for the team. Would they win the league? No, but I think they'll be competing with the third, fourth team on the table. So I think it's a huge signing for them. You can clearly tell how the fans are happy, and everything is just excitement around his signing. So,
well, and there's excitement around Arsenal in general. Like
exactly, that's what I'm saying. So Partey's coming. We all can't deny he's a great player.
Yeah, Diane.
You guys want to deny him? Like, he's a great player, and I think he make a change as compared to having Guendouzi, what's his name, Xhaka or whatever.
Yeah, they let Pereira go. Yeah, so they upgraded the
team, and Arsenal doesn't really spend like that. Listen, I think he's going to be a great addition to the team. So I'm probably thinking Arsenal will be in the top 4, to be honest with you. I never thought I would say that, but they're really playing good as well.
Well, we'll ask for your revised top 6 at the end of this episode.
I have to do it because United has to go to like 18.
Dayo, you want to add something before we move on?
Yeah, going back to transfers, every manager would pray that his or her targets will be met in the transfer window. And I think Arsenal or Arteta's transfer targets have actually been met. I think he was concentrating more on his defense. He got Gabriel, and now I think we all knew that there was a problem with their midfield and his party. But looking at what Arteta actually did with the team, I can actually say that it wasn't really bad. You could actually see some signs going forward. So if he has actually been granted his target or something to fix his problem, I think he's actually going to make. He's actually a really good coach. So Partey coming into the Arsenal team, being the missing puzzle to their team, I think Arsenal is actually going to really go forward this season. But top 4, I still doubt, because it's really going to be competitive this season. Looking at how we guys have actually started. I mean, the whole top 6 teams have actually started
poorly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Everton, guys, who wants to go for Everton?
No, I mean, Everton's made some impactful signings. James Rodriguez and some of those other guys that have come into the midfield, and it's all due to Ancelotti being there. I don't think that their winning streak is going to last, because I don't think James Rodriguez is going to last. I think that he's going to get injured, or fitness is going to become an issue. Mm-hmm. But that's he's still going to contribute, because he's playing for the dude he loves. He's got a team that respects and likes him. But we'll see how long it lasts. But I don't see it going the whole season.
So if you were to, so you think that performance, because one thing about Everton is, honestly, they haven't played anybody. Like, if you look at the teams that they played, they have not played any team. So I'm waiting for them to play a top 6 team. How would they look against Arsenal or Chelsea to actually make? So this one is it's a temporary one for me. I'm with you. I don't think they are a threat. Well, we said that about Leicester and they kept going, but I don't think they are this year's Leicester. But I also don't think because I'm waiting for them to play a big team, like not a big team, but like a top 6 team, like a Wolves or maybe a Spurs or something, and if they can put together a performance like that, then maybe I'll be sold. But
and I'll be honest, they beat us the first game of the season.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean, in my opinion, and I'm a Spurs fan, it was lucky. It was last minute. It was some BS.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they looked good, and that was a very frustrating game to watch because they've changed the way that they've played against every opponent, and then they've made it so that James shines in every game, which it's all Ancelotti. It's, you know, when you gotta,
he's probably one of my favorite coaches because I was saying Ancelotti, when he was at Chelsea, we played the most incredible football by any manager. Attacking-wise, we scored. I think Dribble scored like 29 goals in that Premier League season, and we had like 100 and something goals. And so I'm very high on him. So I'm excited that he's doing well.
Very good manager.
Very good manager. Yeah. He's very underrated. A guy that
very experienced one as well. I mean,
yeah. So Leeds guys, the newcomers are looking good. The newcomers have come in. They're playing exciting attacking football. They also have a documentary. I don't know if anybody's seen the Take Us Home on Amazon Prime. Shout out to Derek for letting me hook up the Amazon Prime. That's all I've been doing during quarantine. And they look like a good team. But Derek, you think that they can be Wolves of last season?
No, honestly, if I look at the Leeds team, so one thing that made me like the Wolves team, you know, last season, maybe a little bit of the year before, is they're fearless. The Leeds team came into the Premiership playing the champions, and they played them like they were playing just a regular team. Mm-hmm. Like they didn't show them respect. They came to play. It's like, you're a team, we're a team too. We're here to play. And that is what I find really admirable about, you know, the Leeds team, because I feel no matter the opponent they're going to play against, they're not going to change the way they got to play. They're just going to play as Leeds, and they're going to try to win. And they don't stop at winning. Of course, you know, if you really look at the game critically, a few mistakes here and there, sometimes they don't have the X factor to actually, you know, finish things off. But that's fine. You know, they just came into the Premier League. But I feel pretty good about that team. I feel any of the big sixes who would be playing Leeds should watch out, because it's not going to be an easy win for you at all. Every team that is going to play Leeds this season, especially the top 6, you're going to struggle to get a win or even get a tie with that team. That's how I really feel about them. I'll say something quickly about Arsenal, and then maybe a little bit about Everton too. I think with the Partey signing that, you know, Arsenal has right now, Arsenal is building a spine, okay, of a spine of players in the team that they know, when I have these players, I can play other people around them. And their spine is Leno. Then they have the Brazilian defender they just got. What's his name? Gabriel. Partey is going to be the person in the center. And then they have Aubameyang. Mm-hmm. That is the spine of the team. Everybody else is just going to play around these guys. Mm-hmm. You know, Leno is going to offer that leadership at the back. You know, the new defender, he's going to be solid, and he's going to be the backbone of that defense. Partey is going to dominate the midfield and make sure they're not being, you know, bulldozed through. And then Aubameyang at the top is going to be the guy who is going to give confidence to everybody else at the top that, hey, we can do it. We can score the goals. We can do what we want to do. So for me, I feel, is that really going to change, you know, the dynamics of the top 6? Probably not. But Arsenal is going to play very good football. I don't think the fans are going to be that frustrated again. I don't think they're going to be complaining week after week. I think they're going to put out very good football week after week. Mm. If I look at the Everton team, you know, like, you know, you rightly said, Bobby, maybe they're going to fall off or, you know, that kind of thing. But what I am more interested in and I'm excited about is a team that does their job whenever they go on the pitch. They do it against, if you can do your job against the small teams, then you're good. Like, you're guaranteed to be, you know, in the top 6 or whatever, if you can do your job against the small teams. And that is what you really need every team that is serious about winning the league to do. It's not only about how well you can play against the big 6. It's about doing your job, focusing and doing your job. You know, whenever you go out, and I think that is what Ancelotti is bringing to this team. I tell you what, if Ancelotti stays in this team for longer and he has the continual backing of the management of Everton, I think sooner or later he's going to build a team that is going to be his team, is going to be his own players, and they're going to do a lot of damage in the English Premier League. That's what I really feel. Maybe not this season, but if they back him and he continues to get the players that he wants and attract the players that he's always been able to attract because he's a top manager no matter what, I think that Everton it's going to be like another – we're probably going to have like a top 7 or a top 8. Like there's going to be another team for us to look forward to because they're not playing games at all.
True.
Evan, you want to add based on Man City's performance thus far this season? I just feel like I'm shocked. I was highly rating them to perform well this season based on what they've done the past few seasons. But so far, I'm not really impressed with what they've done. Looking at the game against Leicester City, I felt like that game should go into Man City's favor. But they, again, lost that game. It's too early to call them out, but I still feel like Man City should kind of like brush things off and maybe get back into the second as I predicted, because I actually called them to be second. Well, I called them to be third this season, not second, third. But looking at how things are going, the Spurs with the whole signing and whatnot, I don't think Man City might finish third.
I have to rethink about that.
Yeah. But as I said earlier on today in the first video that we did, I feel like as for now, I'm not going to make any changes with my standing until December. December is when I'm going to be like, listen, this is my final thing before May. As for today, I'm just leaving it as it is. I'm not making any changes.
Okay, so far,
why would you have changes? Prediction is prediction.
No. So we did agree that before we made the prediction, right? We said if there are signings that are going to kind of change the standing a bit, we will do that. We did say that because the thing I don't like about the Premier League is I hate that the season starts before the transfer window closes. I don't like that. I would like all the business to be done so you kind of have because
everything.
Yeah, from the time that the season started to now, everything has changed. Like the things are not the same anymore. So that's why I'm giving everybody a chance to redo your
from Liverpool to Spurs to
So who wants to go for Bobby? Let's get yours first because you haven't. Again, what is your, as of right now, October 11th, with only 4 games played, if I was to ask you your top 6 teams to finish the season, what would it be?
That's tough.
It is.
I think Liverpool are going to win it again, so they're going to be 1. As much as it hurts and it pains me, I think I actually put Chelsea at 2. I'm going to go City 3. I think Spurs are sneaking in at 4. God, I don't want to give Arsenal or United 5th. I think we'll go Everton 5th, and I'll go Arsenal 6th.
That's bold. So United out
of top 6.
Wow. Okay.
Let me just hold on. Looking at what has actually happened, I don't want to take you guys back to what you've actually discussed earlier, but looking at what has actually happened, there is a lot of negativity in the Man United camp. When looking at this, I'm not going to change my prediction. No, I'm going to change my prediction. Yes, Man United is actually going to drop to 4th.
So start over.
Bro, where did you put them before?
Hold. Wait, did I say 4th, 5th? Sorry.
No, wait. I have to.
Wait. Hold on.
Wait. You told me that United will finish 2nd if they get Sancho. If they don't, they get 3rd. They didn't, so you can't move them from 3rd. Wasn't that a disclaimer? I mean, as you already indicated, the transfer window has actually favored like a lot of teams because when we started, we didn't actually know that this is actually going to be the shape of some teams. Like example, Tottenham. I mean, it's a huge boost for them. So my prediction
is still going to be Liverpool. I tip Chelsea for second. And third will be Man City. Fourth will be Tottenham. And probably fifth will be Man United.
And what about sixth?
Sixth, of course, Arsenal deserves the sixth.
So Arsenal will be sixth.
Yeah, Arsenal will be sixth.
Evan, who do you have?
So as I said before, I wasn't going to make any changes, but I had to make a change, right, because of the conversation we're having.
Well, you don't have to.
I mean, I have to make a change because of the conversation we're having. We've just had right now.
Okay.
I feel like it's safe to make a change, but as I said before, my final prediction for the end of the season will be made in December. So I'm going to take it home. Chelsea is going to win the league this season. I'm crazy, but that's what's going to happen for sure. Then we have Liverpool as your number 2. And then you have Man City as number 3. Then it's between Spurs and Leicester City for 4th position, right? So I feel like it's going to be tied on points, but it's going to go because of goal difference. That's when Spurs will get ahead of Leicester City. Then Arsenal and the rest will just be there. That's my prediction for now. For now.
Wait, so who's fifth?
So fifth is going to be what you call it, Spurs.
No,
Because I said Leicester's going to be the one goal difference.
Oh, okay. You said Leicester. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's goal difference and all that's in the prediction.
I know.
Yeah.
What do you have, a crystal ball?
I know, right? You talk to the football guys or something?
No.
What are the odds?
No. Honestly speaking, though, like if you look at this season, right? This season alone, there's a lot of goals being scored, right? There's a lot of goals being scored, and I feel like the number of goals being scored alone, that's like it's gonna be the deal breaker at the end of this season. Like, how many goals do you have, and how many goals you have against you?
Remember, United finished third, and we finished fourth on goal difference. So
exactly,
it could happen again. Derek.
So my original top 6 was Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Spurs, Man United, Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm changing it now to Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Spurs, Everton, Arsenal. So I basically pulled out Man United from 5th position, and I put them in 7th and moved Everton from 7th to 5th. That's what I did.
That's a shame. Can I quickly read Yaga's?
Yeah, what was that?
Can I quickly read Yaga's prediction?
Wait. After, yeah. But I just want to say you're already down on United, and now you're even more down on them. So
no, I put them at 5th, but I'm moving them out of the top 6 now. For sure. No chance.
All right, so it's Yaga's prediction because Yaga had to log off, so Ibn is going to read his prediction real quick.
All right, so I don't know what he said the last time when we recorded, but he's now saying that Liverpool is going to win the league. We have Man City as number 2, and then you have Chelsea as 3rd, and you have Spurs as 4th. Then he says Arsenal is 5th, and then United is going to finish 6th.
Okay.
I don't know what he said last time, but
he said last time he had Manchester United 4th. I remember that.
But I think I also remember him saying Chelsea is going to finish on top of the league, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Chelsea first. Well, we'll have to go back on that. But for me, I had City first. Before the season, I had City first. I had Liverpool second, Chelsea third, United 4th. I had Wolves 5th, and I had Arsenal 6th. And I had Bobby's looking at me like I'm crazy, but I had Spurs outside the top 7. Now everything has changed. I still do believe City will win the league. I don't know why, but I still think they can win the league because I don't think we can go on the limb and say Liverpool can either because they're not looking any better. So I think it's City still. I still think it's Liverpool. I think Chelsea will be 3rd. I have Spurs. I have Spurs fourth now, and then I have Everton. I had Wolves fifth. I'm gonna hold on to Wolves. I'm gonna say Wolves fifth, and I'm gonna say Arsenal sixth, and Everton will be seventh. Because I still there's a lot of things I want to see from Everton before I'm sold. So, and I've seen Wolves do it a few years now, so I'm more confident that they can keep their momentum going. So yeah, that's our episode, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Bobby, thank you so much for logging in, man, spending an hour with us. Inside.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. This was fun.
No problem, man. You know when Spurs start to go, I'll call you back so you can tell me what's going on.
What's going on?
There'll be a couple of dips in the season. I don't know.
I'm waiting for the 10 though. But in the same token, if Spurs are first in December, in November, as it goes on, I'm gonna ask you back on here so you can brag about it because at this point I would not put any money on any team winning the league. I wouldn't be surprised if any of the top 6 that we mentioned wins the league. So it's going to be very interesting. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. As always, we always have content coming up as the season goes on. We're trying to do this every bi-weekly as news come on and all that stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for logging in, guys. And we'll talk to you guys later. All right.